Okay, and we'll get started with Aaron Portzline from The Athletic. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hey, Eric, welcome to Columbus.
Thank you.
Yarmo spoke today about how well you fit here, given their needs. Tell me what the draw was for you, what attracted you to this team, this situation.
I mean, obviously we played them last year. They gave us a really tough game out in Calgary, and it was as I said, it was a much tougher game than we expected. They've got a lot of talented young kids, and from a personal side, it's been a crazy few years for me, and they offered me a lot of consistency and a place to call home and a place to raise a family, which my wife and I have started with one and have a second on the way. So it was a fantastic fit for me.
Well, congratulations. I see, if my count is right, this is your sixth team since 2019. Is it fair to say that term was as attractive as the dollar sign, just knowing that you're going to be stable somewhere?
Of course. Yeah, that was a big portion of our decision. It's been crazy. It's been crazy in a good way. There's been a lot of ups and downs along the way, and a lot of moving, a lot of packing, a lot of stress on my wife. But it's it's all been for the better. I've been able to learn the business side of it. I've been able to play with lots of tremendous hockey players and be in great situations, be in bad situations, and learn from them. And that term at this time in my life is very, very appealing.
What is your wife's name, Eric?
Sarah.
With an H?
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger with the Columbus Dispatch. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, Eric. Welcome to Columbus. Good to have you here. When you looked at the Blue Jackets last year, I know they did have a lot of young talent and some, obviously veteran leadership. One thing that we kind of mentioned, or that had been mentioned around here, was maybe not as much bite as they wanted to have. Is that something that that's obviously something that I believe you can bring to the table here, but was that something that you kind of looked at with this team when you were considering coming here? Role?
Yeah, of course. I mean, in any situation where you have a choice on where you're going to go, you want to find the correct fit for what you bring to the table, and Columbus was that for me. It's a young team, and as you said, maybe they didn't have a little bit of bite or the bite they needed last year, but that's just a little something that I bring with me as part of my game. I like to play the game physically, play it clean, and play it honestly, and try to bring guys into the fight with me, if that's the best way of saying it. I hope that I can make guys feel a little bit more comfortable on the ice, and make that a staple here.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what I think they're thinking of. On the other hand, I was looking at your stats, and I think you played almost a career high in minutes last year as well, and just set a bunch of career highs in offense, including taking shots and things like that. How much did you enjoy, kind of that aspect of the game last year? Kind of picking up those areas.
Yeah. I did a lot 2 summers ago working on just being effective all over the ice. A lot of it was, believe it or not, was changing my curve and being able to settle down pucks quickly and find lanes quickly. The offensive zone, everything is driven to the front of the net, and when it comes low to high to the point, you have to be able to settle the puck quick and find a hole to get it there. And took a lot of pride in that this year, and it ended up working out pretty well. So there's lots of work to be done this summer, but it was really good for my confidence to get that part of my game going.
Yeah, and you've been in this league a while now. Obviously, you at one point were a very highly rated prospect, a young guy as well. So you kind of know what a lot of these guys probably are going through. This team has a lot of young defensemen. Would you, look forward to maybe taking some of them under their wing if possible, and then kind of teaching them about the NHL, as I'm sure somebody did with you?
Of course. Yeah. It's funny you go through this, like, it's crazy how quickly it happens. I can remember being drafted and going through my first few years like it was yesterday. But yeah, of course, I've picked up a wealth of knowledge over my years in the NHL from a number of different angles, and yeah, I'm obviously an open book. If somebody has a question and I don't have the answer, I'll go learn about it. If I do have the answer, I'll gladly help them out. And at the end of the day, I just try to handle myself the right way, come to the rink, work hard, and be the best player you can be every day.
Last one I have for you is, do you know anybody in the Columbus room? Do you have any connections there?
Yeah. I mean, the hockey world's so small that we've crossed paths on numerous occasions, but not for an extended period. So I'm very excited to get to know and meet some new teammates.
All right. Okay, we'll go to Kobe Meyer from First Ohio Battery. Go ahead, Kobe.
Hey, Eric, congrats and welcome to Columbus. Just a couple of questions. You said starting a family, and congratulations on that. And, Gus Nyquist at the exit meetings this year talked about he loved Columbus being a place to raise a family. Is that something that you looked into? Like, obviously, you're a hockey player, but you're also a dad and a husband. Is that how much time did you spend researching on Columbus as a place to raise a family?
Yeah, you know what? It was less about the research. It was more about past teammates and acquaintances that I've had. I'm really good friends with Derek Dorsett, who is a longtime Blue Jacket and a tough one at that. I was with him in Vancouver for a number of years, and just hearing what he had to say about the city. I live very close to Rick Nash, and we've spoken about it in the past, and all that kind of stuff. It was sitting in the back of my mind when the opportunity came up. So it was a really easy decision.
And then not a lot of the guys on this team have a ton of playoff experience. I mean, you've played 30 games. You just played in Calgary. Obviously, Battle of Alberta is a huge series. Is that something that, you want to bring into this locker room, that playoff experience?
Of course. And you know what? I'd honestly say that the 30 games I have, there's lots of guys in the NHL who have double or if not triple that. It's not that much experience, but what I do have, I've learned a lot from. And that's the best time of the year, hands down. That's the most fun you'll ever have playing hockey. So I'm really excited to put the work in to get there with this group.
Yeah, and then my last question is, obviously, you played in Calgary. It's a huge hockey town, and Columbus has come on over the years. I mean, they have great attendance. Obviously, when they're in the playoffs, it's loud. Is that something that you're a little motivated to bring this team back to the playoffs to get the arena rocking like it would be like in Calgary or another Canadian market?
Of course, that's the best when you can barely hear yourself think and you're playing hockey and you got butterflies before games. There's really nothing better. That's hockey at its purest form, and I'm excited to, as I said, get to work and get there.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Okay, we'll go back to Aaron Portzline. Go ahead, Aaron.
Thanks, Glenn. Eric, I always hear from veteran players, I think even guys who know that they're going to have jobs next year, what a nerve-wracking experience UFA can be. Can you just speak to what your day was like, the offers you were sifting through, how big of a challenge it was, and what the day went like?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously leading up to it's always crazy. It's I guess more the anxiousness behind the scenes in the back of your mind that stands out more than anything. So I think hang on, guys, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, I'm using my kid's frog to set up my phone right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so it's more the anxiousness that comes with the whole process that really stands out. And now that it's over, I mean, it's very exciting, and I'm very excited to be where I want it to be.
Can you say if how many other teams were involved?
There was a few. There was a few, and it was, but I mean, it wasn't. It really wasn't that big of a decision. The other thing that happens is you have a team that gets very excited to that really, really wants you to come, it's hard to pass up that team, no matter where that is. And Columbus, made my decision much easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah. And did you get any no move or no trade clauses worked into this?
Yeah, we did. I
Excellent.
think it was a 10 team. I haven't exactly read through it. I've been on the phone pretty much all day, but yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that's it.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, do we have any more questions for Erik? All right, no more questions. Thanks, Erik, for your time. Congratulations.
Cheers,
again.
guys. Thank you very much.
See you a bit in Columbus.
Yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. Cheers.